Welcome to Echo of Crime YouTube channel. In January 2013, Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old university student from Vancouver, Canada, set out on a solo trip along the west coast of the United States. Elisa was bright, creative, and known for documenting her travels online, often writing openly about her experiences, thoughts, and struggles. Her journey included stops in San Diego and Los Angeles, where she planned to explore the city before returning home. For Elisa, the trip represented independence and self-discovery, something she had been looking forward to for months. When she arrived in Los Angeles, Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel, a historic but troubled building located in downtown Skid Row area. The hotel was known for its low prices and long history, attracting travelers from around the world, but it also carried a reputation for crime and past tragedies. At first, Elisa shared a room with other guests, but within days, her roommates complained about unusual behavior. As a result, hotel staff moved Elisa to a private room, a decision that would later become a crucial detail in the case. On January 31, 2013, Elisa was last known to be alive. That day, she contacted her parents, reassuring them that her trip was going well. This was routine. Elisa had agreed to check in with her family every day during her travels. When that call never came the following day, concern quickly turned into fear. Her parents contacted the Los Angeles Police Department, reporting her missing almost immediately. Police began searching the hotel, questioning staff and guests, and reviewing surveillance footage. Officers searched common areas, hallways, and even the rooftop, but found no sign of Elisa. Sniffer dogs traced her scent to a window near the fire escape, suggesting she may have accessed parts of the building not meant for guests. Still, no clear answers emerged. It was as if Elisa had vanished inside the hotel itself. Uncertainty and growing tension. A young traveler, alone in a foreign city, had disappeared without warning. There were no witnesses, no phone activity, and no obvious signs of foul play, only silence. What no one knew at the time was that a piece of surveillance footage, soon to be released to the public, would transform this missing person case into one of the most disturbing and endlessly analyzed mysteries of the internet age. As days passed with no sign of Elisa Lam, the search intensified and concern spread far beyond the walls of the Cecil Hotel. Los Angeles police expanded their investigation, distributing flyers, reviewing hours of surveillance footage, and interviewing hotel employees and nearby business owners. Despite these efforts, nothing concrete emerged. Elisa's phone activity had stopped completely. Her personal belongings were still inside her room, and there were no confirmed sightings after January 31st. The case began to feel unsettlingly stagnant, as if Elisa had vanished into thin air. In an effort to generate public tips, police made a pivotal decision. They released a segment of elevator surveillance footage recorded shortly before Elisa disappeared. The video showed Elisa inside an elevator behaving in a way that immediately captured global attention. She stepped in and out of the elevator repeatedly, pressed multiple buttons, hid in a corner, waved her hands, and appeared to speak to someone who was not visible on camera. At one point, she leaned into the hallway, peering out cautiously as if she were afraid or being followed. The elevator doors remained open longer than usual, adding to the strange atmosphere. Once the footage was released, the case exploded across the internet. Millions of people watched the video, slowing it down frame by frame, analyzing Elisa's gestures, expressions, and movements. Theories flooded social media and online forums. Some believed she was being stalked, others suspected foul play, while many questioned whether the footage had been altered or edited. The elevator video became one of the most dissected surveillance clips in modern true crime history, turning Elisa's disappearance into a global phenomenon almost overnight. At the same time, investigators continued searching the hotel itself. Officers combed through stairwells, maintenance areas, fire escapes, and the rooftop. Dogs trained to detect human scent were brought in and led officers to areas near the fire escape and rooftop access points. However, when police initially searched the roof, they reported finding nothing unusual. The water tanks, large industrial containers supplying water to the hotel, were present, but no immediate signs of relevance were noted at that time. As the search dragged on, hotel guests began reporting odd issues. Water pressure was low, faucets produced dark-colored water, and some complained of a strange taste. These reports were logged as maintenance concerns, not yet connected to the missing person investigation. Meanwhile, Elisa's parents remained in Los Angeles, desperately pushing for answers and growing more distressed as days turned into weeks. The case had taken a dramatic turn in public perception. What began as a missing tourist investigation had become an international mystery fueled by a single, deeply unsettling video. The elevator footage raised more questions than it answered, dividing public opinion and placing intense scrutiny on the hotel and the investigation itself. Unknown to everyone watching and speculating, the truth behind Elisa Lam's disappearance was still hidden, literally, above them, waiting to be discovered. Nearly 3 weeks after Elisa Lam was reported missing, the mystery took a dark and shocking turn. On February 19, 2013, a maintenance worker was sent to the roof of the Cecil Hotel to investigate ongoing complaints about low water pressure and unusual water discoloration. When he climbed up to check one of the large rooftop water tanks, he made a horrifying discovery. Inside the tank, floating in the water, was Elisa Lam's body. The news stunned investigators, hotel guests, and the global audience that had been closely following the case. The discovery immediately raised new questions. The water tanks were tall, industrial containers with heavy lids, located in an area not easily accessible to guests. Many wondered how Elisa could have reached the roof on her own and climbed into the tank. Authorities explained that access to the roof was possible via fire escapes and stairwells, despite signs meant to restrict entry. An autopsy later determined that Elisa had died from accidental drowning, with no evidence of physical trauma or sexual assault. Toxicology reports found no alcohol or illegal drugs in her system, but confirmed that she had not been taking her prescribed medication consistently. Medical experts concluded that Elisa experienced a severe mental health episode related to bipolar disorder, which likely explained her behavior in the elevator footage. Investigators stated that disorientation, paranoia, and impulsive actions can occur during such episodes, offering a clinical explanation for what many viewers had interpreted as fear or pursuit. The elevator doors staying open were also explained as a technical response to multiple buttons being pressed, rather than evidence of interference. Despite the official ruling, public debate did not fade. The combination of the unsettling video, the location of the body, and the hotel's troubling history continued to fuel speculation and conspiracy theories online. Lawsuits were filed against the hotel by Elisa's family alleging negligence, but these were later dismissed in court. Authorities maintained that there was no evidence of foul play and stood by the accidental death conclusion, a case that is officially closed, yet emotionally unresolved for many. Elisa Lam's death remains one of the most discussed true crime stories of the digital age, not because of unanswered forensic questions, but because of how modern media, surveillance footage, and internet speculation transformed a tragic death into a global mystery. The case stands as a reminder of the complexities of mental health, the power of viral media, and how easily perception can blur the line between fact and fear.